Comparing fractions. In this video, you will learn how to compare the fractions. Let us first understand the comparison of two like fractions. Children, do you remember what are like fractions? Yes, the fractions with the same denominator are called like fractions. Look at these two fractions. They both have the same denominator, so they are like fractions. Let us compare them by comparing their numerators. Since 2 is greater than 1, so the fraction 2 over 5 is greater than the fraction 1 over 5. Look at the shaded parts of the circles. Both the circles are divided into 5 equal parts. The first circle has only one shaded part and the second circle has two shaded parts. So, it is clear that 2 over 5 is the bigger fraction. Let us now compare two unlike fractions. Children, do you remember what are unlike fractions? Yes, the fractions with different denominators are called unlike fractions. Look at these two fractions. They both have different denominators, so they are unlike fractions. Here, you can see that both the fractions have the same numerator. So, we will compare their denominators. But in unlike fractions, fractions with the smaller denominator is greater. Since 4 is smaller than 5, so 3 over 4 is greater than 3 over 5. Look at the shaded parts of the circles. The first circle is divided into 4 equal parts, out of which 3 parts are shaded, and the second circle is divided into 5 equal parts, out of which 3 parts are shaded. So, it is clear that 3 over 4 is the bigger fraction. Let us take another pair of unlike fractions with different denominators. Look at these two unlike fractions. They both have different numerators and denominators. To compare unlike fractions with different numerators, first change the fractions into like fractions and then compare the numerators. So, we need to first find the LCM of the denominators 5 and 4, which is 20. Now, change the fractions to equivalent fractions with the denominator 20. So, we have the equivalent fractions as 15 over 20 and 4 over 20. Now, compare the numerators. Since 15 is greater than 4, so the fraction 15 over 20 is greater than fraction 4 over 20. Or we can say that the fraction 3 over 4 is greater than the fraction 1 over 5. Look at the two circles. The first circle is divided into 5 equal parts, out of which 3 parts are shaded, and the second circle is divided into 4 equal parts, out of which 1 part is shaded. So, the fraction 3 over 5 is the bigger fraction. Another method to compare two unlike fractions is by doing cross multiplication. So, 5 times 1 is equal to 5 and 3 times 4 is equal to 12. Since 12 is greater than 5, hence, the fraction 3 over 5 is greater than the fraction 1 over 4. In this video, you have learnt about the comparison of like and unlike fractions.